Da-da. Just grooving with the music. Grooving with the music. You know how it is. But da-da. Da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do. Let's get a little light in front of me. And that should help. I don't have the light turned where it's going to give me circles on my eyeballs no more. I've figured out a different way to do that. Okay, gotta close my phone here. Find my page to watch my comments on. Uh-oh. Holy crap, holy. You guys just all saw my dirty ass room. Oh, shit. Alright, I gotta fix that. You should be able to see the posters behind me, though. Usually. Okay. Not the light, though. Not the light. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait. What the hell? You were supposed to go to my frickin' thing. What did you... Sorry, everybody. Sorry. It's alright, we'll just groove to the damn music right now. There we go. I finally found my thing. And if you did not hit that like button, go ahead and throw a little touchy touchdown on that likey button down there. What's up, David? Tim, how are you doing? Alright, let's see here. Just gotta make sure it's up over here. There we go. Good. Alright, and enough of the sneak peek here. Let's actually load up the game we want. Westwood. Jen, welcome. Hello. Hello. Alright, here. I should have probably grabbed myself a soda pop before I came in here, but whatever. Maybe I'll go grab one in a bit. I do have some water around here somewhere. But I am going to make myself a quick little drink here. I'm going to do my, I'm going to mix some Absolute Lime with a little bit of Evan Williams whiskey. I do usually do that with the Citron, but I don't have any Citron right now. I just have some lime, so. Alright, let's make that little mix there. I do have a lemon in the kitchen, however. That'd be kind of good. So. Alright, well, here we are, back in Westwood. It has been 3 weeks since we've been here. Before I get started, that's actually a good idea. Why don't I? Here, I'm going to, hopefully fix the camera to where it doesn't go all falling over again. I'll be right back. Alright. Now, if I can just fix this camera. Once again. I'm trying not to get, like, the light above me there, because I know it's annoying to see just a light bulb. Alright, so, back at it. Today, we are back in Westwood. We haven't been here for a couple of weeks. And when I came back in here and I was doing my test build, I noticed that there were some issues. Like, obviously, stuff like this. Like, that's easy enough to deal with. Boom, boom, shaka-laka, boom, and done. So, other than, like, basic issues that need to be dealt with, something that caught my eye, I was over here. I spent so much time working on, like, this little entrance, off-ramp, on-ramp thing, because I wanted to work on this side over here by Lafayette District. And I never did. All I did was end up making an on-ramp, off-ramp. It was mediocre at best. And I noticed, like, you see that there's this power issue over here? Well, there's only 3 buildings, and they technically should be getting power, but they're not. Because if you look at this, its output is 0. There's no wind speed. And yeah, that's just obviously causing them a problem. So what I did is I came up with a solution. And I deleted this. And I was like, how in the world am I supposed to get them power now? I mean, I could run a power line across this. It'd be cheap that way, somewhat efficient. I mean, it wouldn't look too bad, but I have all these boats going back and forth through there. So I was like, no, I don't really want to do that. I'm going to hit pause here so they don't get all crazy on me. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I want to kind of play around with this area a little bit, so why don't we figure out if we can do some windmills up here, wind turbines. And so as I looked at it, I found an area close enough. Like, I wanted to kind of be, you know, close. I didn't want to be all the way over here and have to create a huge line, but I figured right here, we could pop in until it goes to the 1 megawatt right here. Right there at the 2, because I don't really think I can get, maybe I can get a 3. If I can get 3 megawatts, all right, we're going to stop there at the 3 megawatt. And then what we're going to do is this. So a lot of times around here where I live in the Pacific Northwest, you'll see where they have gone through and just cut a fat line through the trees, and they put the power lines through and a road through so that they can take care of the power lines and things like that. We're going to try to be as gentle on nature as we can. And we will, like, when I did this in my test build, once I finally decided to do what I'm going to do here today, which is going to be a nice little, like, rural forestry industry in this area, and then we're going to use this little bit of land over here and make a rural kind of town, and just it actually turns out looking really nice. I think it's going to work out great because I don't want to go huge with this side of the river, but I think what I did with it turned out pretty good, and so we're going to go with that. And like I said, we want these people to have power down here. And eventually we're going to kind of use this. I think we're going to throw 2 of these up here, actually, because I did use 2. I'm trying to get back into that 3 megawatt range. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is run some power lines. We're going to go straight up. And I'm going to stop right about here. Oh, dogs are getting crazy. I don't know why. The other dog must be out and running around. And then we're going to run this one just over here. And I want it to stop right about halfway there. Then, like I said, they run these power areas, these areas for the power, but they also run roads. And we're going to use the road too. So we're going to go through here, put a dirt road in. Let's see, we got Nomus, we got Hooked on Funk. All right, welcome. Why are we screaming names in caps? I don't know. I missed some stuff here. Oh, man. So's the dog, yep. Alright, I didn't miss anything there in the comments. Okay, so we're going to take this up, and I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wait. Let's turn all that off. Oops. I don't want that on there right now. I'm going to bring this up. And along this, just past it, actually. We're going to adjust the land around here and stuff like that, too. So, we got that. But what I want to do, actually... and make it a little more realistic looking is to go like this. We're gonna let's stick with straight for a second. We'll go about halfway. Then we're gonna curve this. All right, let's go ahead and mess around with the land a little bit here. I'm going to turn the strength down because I don't want to, like, harm what I'm doing here, but I want to just take away a little bit. And then this side, we're going to add to our hill. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, wait. Let's stretch this out just a little bit. I'm going to mess around with this area a touch. I just want to make sure it's going to be a nice, easy slope to work with here. You'll see why once we start working with it. Why I want a nice, easy slope in there. Okay, so here at the end, I think what I want to... Like a kid running with ice cream. What's up, Chris? That's great. Awesome. So what I want to do here is I'm going to bring a freeform, take all this stuff off. Sucks that you can't get close enough. If I had like move it mod and things like that, I could, but yeah, whatever, I don't. Just get it close enough though, and I'll feel good. That's really all I want. Now, back to this. I'm going to turn that strength up. That'll help me out a lot here. Trying to give these just a little bit of like flatness, I guess, a little bit of space so they look realistic. I don't want people walking like this, you know, obviously. Now, obviously, you're going to have an uphill. That's going to be common, but the rest of that, I think, is pretty good. I mean, I would like a little more here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. Without doing something like this. So flattening out in the back would actually help this one. And then, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Track art, welcome. Shake Styles, welcome, welcome. Glad to see everybody showing up today. All right. That's a little bit of a climb right there. Let's deal with that really fast. Oops. Alright, that's a lot better. Okay, now for this spot, what I want to do is in here, we've got this. I love these earthquake sensors because they look like they belong by a power station and stuff like that. Or you can use them next to train tracks. There's like so many uses other than just being an earthquake sensor. And then if you do use the disasters DLC, then you can obviously have this sensor work for you. So there's that. And I'm going to put one up here, if it'll let me, at any place at all. Oof, and it messed up my trail, so nope. Bye-bye. We're just going to have the one down there. I mean, we could always throw two in, I guess. There's a lawnmower outside of my window, so I should shut that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now, like I said, this is nice, you know, but we had to take out some nature to be able to throw this in, get them their power down there. Thanks, Shakes. Appreciate that. Get them to power down there. And I also want to do this. Let's see here. Let's go back to here. So the reason I'm doing that is because I want it to, you know, obviously look like they'd be making their way out to that telephone pole to work on it. You can't exactly curve the telephone poles, but leaving it in a straight line like that, that would give them the access. Say there was, you know, a worker out there. In fact, we'll do this. I'll go in here, I'll grab a truck and make it look like a worker has pulled up. You can't go on top of the trail, but, you know, you could pull off the trail. Make a worker's gone there to work on the I want to say pylon or whatever, but the lines, whatever there. So let's see here now. I said I'd give back to nature. We're going to do that a little bit here. Now, obviously, grass would grow in areas like this and be uncut, untamed, and stuff like that. So, actually, I'm going to stick with grass for a few minutes here. So, I'm pretty sure I already said it, but I'll say it again. I hope everybody's having a good day today. And if I didn't say it, well, I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm having a pretty decent day. I got to go do some stuff this afternoon that I'm not really interested in doing. Like, you know, it's my day off. I don't really feel like working, but whatever. It'll make me a couple extra bucks. It's always nice. Grass and weeds would totally grow through fencing like that, so I want to do that. Space already occupied. Alright. But, like I said, I'll make some money out of it at least. It's not a bad thing when you're making a few bucks. Throw some trees in around the area here. I want to fill in where it got all nice and blank when I threw the road down, so... Now, you can't put the trees too close to the lines because they would end up getting cut. I hate that. That's one thing I absolutely hate. You're driving down the street, and you see where they have lines run down the street, right? And then people are growing trees, and they just lop the top off of the damn tree, and the tree's all growing funky and weird looking out to the side. Like, just cut the damn tree down and plant it 10 feet over that way. Like, right? Like, just plant a new one 10 feet over there, cut that one down, and let's stop having a stupid-looking tree that needs to get cut every single year. Like, come on. I don't see why they do that. It absolutely infuriates me. Get some oak groves going in a couple of spots here. Actually, I think I might put a rock in right there. I like the way it looked when I did it in my test build, so we'll do a rock there. That's why I'm not planting trees any closer than what's there, by the way, next to the line. Like, it's as close as I want to go. Is it this? And then it's a little more realistic, and you're not thinking about how they would cut trees. Like that right there, they would end up having to cut the tree branches every once in a while, and I hate that, so. Alright, that's good for oaks. Let's throw a few pines in. Has a list of trees people can grow that don't get high enough. Yeah, there are some. Like, there's trees that get to, like, I clone pussy willows, and those get to maybe 20 feet tall. And so there's areas where the lines are definitely around, 30 plus feet tall, and you don't have to worry about trees like pussy willows and other ones that would be that. Like, there's types of other trees. I can't think of any names right now other than that because it's one I happen to grow. But there's also like certain cherry trees, things like that won't get too tall. There's certain types of, oh man, why can't I think of it? Other types of fruit trees basically that just don't get really huge. Some apple trees will get massive if you let them go out of hand. But, like, there's just certain things out there that you can look for that are great. So some of this will tiny down. And, it would work out wonderful around trees. Yes, you're right. And, people don't think about stuff like that. I think I might throw some of this stuff down. It looks like fern to me, so I like putting it down. We don't have to be stingy in just one area. We can kind of spread this out too. Especially because we put big ass rocks down in some places, and that always helps to use stuff like this from the game. Be a little up here. I can't get it too close to this, obviously. Get some of it out here, though. Let's go ahead and get to those rocks I was talking about. So this is the one I want to put in over here. I absolutely like this one a lot. I think what I want to do is make it just fit right nice and tight into this corner. Hang on, Jenny's getting there. Oh, man. So I want to put that in, and then what we're going to do is look at a couple more of these formations. I think it'd be a nice one to just throw in over here. Like I said, this area, I'm trying to keep it more rural, not do a lot of building over here, so I'd love to do more of the decorating on this side of the river, do stuff like this. It's gonna just be nice, look good, have fun with it. We did some rocks already around this area earlier when we built all this, so I think it would look great to have this around here. And we could actually use some of this. I wish I could get it a lot closer. This is going to destroy trees and such, so I'm not going to put that in right there, but go there. Down here, we can probably, we'll bring the rocks this direction with some stuff like this. Oh, we're going to mess with trees if we put that there. Well, we can always put trees back. So how about more this area where there's not as many? And then, oh, I just used that one. So how about something like this? I know Jen is just coming apart right now. She's like, yes, rocks, right? Yes, this is Westwood. This is not Fuchsia. Fuchsia, I do a couple weeks at Fuchsia, then I do a couple weeks here in Westwood. There we go. That looks good. I do a couple weeks here in Westwood. Last time we were here in Westwood, I'll show you here in a second here. Good, good, good. I got what I want. So last time we were here, we actually built Westwood Speedway. And I need to do something here really quick. They're going to end up having some like death issues over here, and it's a lot easier for me to just have a, where is it? There we go. Crematorium over here. But I think it's absolutely hilarious to put the crematorium in right here. Because now, when the, what can I think of it? The car that picks up the dead people, I can't think of the name of it. The hearse has to go through the track, all the way through the track, come back, and then get off to go pick up the dead people. And I think it's absolutely hilarious. So when I was watching it, I did it in my test build, I threw it down, and the hearse takes off, and it was just flying through there, and all of a sudden you see this like family sedan catching up to it, and I'm like, in my head, having this race between the hearse and the family sedan, and it was wonderful. So maybe we'll go do that later on, or I'll do like a quick short on that or something, but I just thought it was hilarious, so I want to put that in right there. And so let's get back to what we're doing here. So now that that's all said and done, I am going to be putting a few things. Actually, I'm going to put a few more trees in. And the reason I'm going to stop where I'm at with the rocks and trees, because I do now want to put in my little small rural forestry area here. So we're going to put just a couple more. And now that I have the rock there that I wanted, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of this in the area. Just kind of random. It's always fun to go random. I haven't really seen any horse chestnuts around. There probably is, but we'll do that. All right, now, staying with the rural theme, we are going to go with... Oh, wait, I need to now add these in. And I gotta go fix that road down there and take the zoning off of it. Connect that into that road. Ah, and I gotta fix that road now. Well, I guess it's not so bad that it has zoning on the left side. That actually works out. That's not too bad. I might use that. I might keep that there. I am going to keep this road because eventually I might just change this all around, you know? Who knows? But I'm going to keep that like that. Then I'm doing some of these on purpose because I am going to use... Alright, I think we're going to keep the roads as they are for the moment, because what I want to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to do, actually we're going to do two things. We're going to choose this regular zone, and then we're going to go like this. I'm going to cross over here just a little too. So this whole area, we're going to use this whole area. Concord Heights. Don't know about that name. Let's see here. Concord Heights. It sounds ritzy, and I can't do ritzy. This is rural. So we're going to go with... let's go with my hometown, where I'm living. Eagle... Oops. No, stop it. Stop that. Okay, there we go. Eagle Point. When you do a forestry area, you can use 4-lane wider roads, and after you put in the tree fields, you can downgrade the roads to give you space for fencing and details. Dude, that's a great idea. I've never even thought about that. Rocks! Formula hearse, right? It is so funny. Is that the forestry area? Yes. This is going to be our small forestry area. This area, however, I'm going to turn into our rural township. Eagle Point, named after where I live right now. It's actually, Eagle Point is a city. It's an incorporated city. And what's around it would be rural townships like Shady Cove, why can't I think? Shady Cove, and you know, so on and so forth. There's Eagle Point kind of stretches out a lot, so it's hard to really pick that out. So, dude, that is a killer tip, though. Like, let's see here, just to see, because I am putting in our main building right here. So just so I can show you guys what he's talking about here, because I bet it would work. Oops. Upgrade, or we could even do like a smaller road like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I wonder if it would even let me go to a dirt road. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Let's hit play and see if that, like... downgraded the road, went to a dirt road now. I mean, I'm going to go back to 4-lane right there. I liked it when I did my little test build. But that, like, it's not giving me the road sign where it's like, I need a road here. So, dude, pro tip from Shake Styles right there. That is awesome. It works out. But, however, I am going back to this. Simply because I like the way it worked out in my test build. Like I said, it was nice to have that there. I'm going to go back in here. I want the forestry workers barracks over. Oh, I did the road a little too curvy. Oh, derp, 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 derp. That's, nope, nope. I just completely screwed up and did not, do that. There we go. My bad. Alright. Alright, now that I've fixed the mistake, because I'm an idiot, there we go. I want the barracks over here. We are going to mess around. Like, this is all going to get played with the mountainsides here and stuff like that. I kind of want some of it to look like, you know, we did dig in to put the barracks in and stuff like that. But this side... turn the strength down. We're going to widen this out a little bit. Oops, going the wrong direction. But now what I'm going to do is actually bring this back a little here. Open this up. Bring this up to the road height slightly. I'll get you water soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh. Take this back a little bit. Went a little too much there. Trying to get rid of, like, oh, I'm going too high with it. That's what's going on. We're going to clean this edge up here. Can't do too much about it on the corner there, but that's fine. Clean up a little bit of this. Actually, you know what? I need to dig into this hillside here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to up the strength on this, put our marker right here, and bring this in. You'll see why in a moment. We'll get there. I'm going to add another piece of tool or stuff there for the industry. This is just going to stay small. I don't want it to be a lot. So we're going to go ahead and put like a tree plantation in. If it'll fit good here. Okay, perfect. It does take the form of the hill. That's nice. Do another one here. We'll go ahead and find the small field. Then what I want to put there is I don't want anything with pollution over here, so I want like the small log yard going in right here. And I just did not like the way it looked when I put it in earlier at one point, so I flattened it all out because this will go ahead and like form itself to the hill and everything, and it looks silly. Especially when they're trying to lay logs in there. No, it doesn't look right. So we'll do that. That looks fine. That's totally going to work out that way. We'll get water lines in here soon enough. Then sawdust storage is another thing we can actually add in here, and it looks fine. We're going to put it over here though. See if I can't fit one more plantation in here. Perfect. All right. Now, since I made this whole area into, we're going to leave this at that. We're going to add the water lines in really fast here so they stop complaining. They'll have power through the source up there. If you want, you could even fit a metro station in front of a building. Man, you just blew my mind there with that one. I didn't even think. Like, whoa, yeah, wow. Wow, that opens up actually some pretty interesting opportunities. I've never thought about that in the vanilla build before. I've never, like, that is the first time. And then you adding in that thought process right there, Drakkart, like, completely, like, holy crap. Whole world is starting to change just slightly. I'm going to be thinking about these things now, and that's going to change a few of the things I do with my builds, to be honest. That should be fine. We got water through there. I don't need to get water up there. I just need power to come down. And I don't want to use too much. I think right there would be best. It's going to kill off those trees. No, wait. We're touching over here. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. We're good. We're good. We're good. I don't have to add any lines in. Oh, thank God. All right. So now what I want to do is, because if you look at my little things down there, I need, obviously, industry, business, housing, stuff like that. So I wanted to add in, that's why I did this, industry specializations. We're going to go with forestry here, and then we're going to go with self-sufficient buildings for housing, and commercial. I want to go with that, with the organic and local produce, because it doesn't produce noise or pollution and stuff like that, which hurt, you can have it like, you can have housing and the organic and the local produce right next to each other. So, Captain Obvious number 2, you say? Oh, yeah, they're actually really good. I have watched some of their videos. That's something I actually didn't catch from them. That's interesting. Grab myself some Starry soda. I do like Starry. It's not bad. I try to keep down to, like, if you're European, American sodas, you don't like them. You probably hate American sodas. But as an American, our sodas with their high fructose corn syrup in it, we're used to it at this point. And that Starry's not bad. But what pisses me off about it is they used to make Sierra Mist at Pepsi, and they made Sierra Mist with real sugar, and I guess they just decided to go with the cheaper product, which was Starry, because they can put the high fructose corn syrup in there instead of real sugar, and that's where we go. Soda's gross. Yeah, it should be that. I should think that way too, but I absolutely am a sugar addict right now. I could totally I will admit to that. So, I gotta fix something really quick here. This totally ticks me off when it does this. Upgrade. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I ever actually put this road in this manner, to be honest. I think I just laid it out there without even thinking. But I prefer, like, this is going to be like kind of obviously it's a heavily traveled road because everybody's going over here to the speedway. Oops, oops, oops. And, we'll do this up this way to this point. So, obviously it's a heavily traveled road. Not as heavily traveled as the highway should be, but, we'll fix this here really quick, because it's still kind of part of our build right here, too. I'll just deal with the rest of this later when I finally get to that part of the build. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you missed it, I was working on, my whole idea was over here. I had, like, this roundabout with the exits and on-ramps and off-ramps all figured out from this area. I was trying to figure out some traffic issues and stuff like that, and then I was going to build into some stuff over here, and then like I saw that there was a power issue, and the power issue led to me putting in one of these up here, the power line, wanting to make it look good with the road. Then that turned into Meadow Timber Processing here, which is its name now. It was a different name at the time. And then Eagle Point became necessary so that there would be some housing and stuff in the area. So yeah, this is what we're doing now. I love it when I have like an original idea to go, or not an original idea, but my original idea gets changed, and that's what ends up becoming the episode. Because in all honesty, I have more fun with episodes like this than where I was struggling. Like last week when I was struggling with all that stuff, I hate doing that. I really do. And everything I had going on over there was a struggle, and I didn't want to do it. And all this kind of came out nice and took shape really easy for me. So, all right, now that we've got all this going on, I fixed the road. Let's go back in here. We're going to go ahead and add in, not a whole lot, just a few areas of some of this. Like I said, I don't want a whole lot, but just enough that it fills in and makes the area look, used and everything like that. Yeah, see, and that's where I was wondering about coming off of Katy Way there, but I think I will. And maybe one more right there. I bet this would help kind of soften this little cliff here. Well, it's going to make more of a cliff, I bet. So let's do this. We're not going to do that. I have a better idea for that. So we'll let that do its thing. That's going to get busy with some traffic there. I got to check something because of my thought on that, and that is junctions. Okay, I don't see any stop lights popping up or anything, just that one, so good. All right, now, Eagle Point, the actual town of Eagle Point here. What we're going to do, oh, wrong one. I want to pick a decent area of the terrain, which is probably here. This is probably the best spot to choose. It's mostly level here, and I can grow the town this direction with it and keep everything off of the slopes for Westwood Speedway there. So what I'm going to do is, let's grow this. Strength's all the way up. That's the full-size circle. Okay, so we're going to come this direction and this direction with it. Now, I don't want to take away too much down here, and I want to play around with more of this area. So I was thinking about making this more of a cliff. As close as I can. See, this is why I wasn't, super interested in, being amazing with the landscaping right here at first. So I wanted to actually bring this in. This is totally fine against the road like that. Let's clean this up in the center. And we're going to pretend the Eagle Point is a perfect valley. Look at that. Push this back just a little bit. Then I want to use the slope tool here. So it's not so it doesn't have more of that cliffish look to it. I just want it to look really nice coming in. And then right here, we're going to bring it down to that size and slope it in like this. Because we're going to utilize this space and actually not really have a road go through there, but we'll make it look like a road through there. 95,000 already. This city's growing. Thanks. Yeah, it is actually really huge. You know what's funny is this city. Let's back it up. Let's hit pause and back this up really quick. Take a good look at this city. This is Westwood. Westwood has been doing really well. I'm actually really proud of what has been accomplished here in Westwood. I've kept the pollution to a minimum. I've kept the traffic looking really good through here. There are some issues here and there, but the growth is almost at 100,000. We are actually doing the same population in this city, or similar population in this city, as we are doing in Fuchsia, which is enormous. Bye, Dave. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, the city of Fuchsia is just now reached over 100,000, I believe. So we are just behind the city of Fuchsia, and we have been doing it with this much space here. And in Fuchsia, Fuchsia is really spread out. So I'm very proud of this city. I've done very well with it, I believe. And we are going to do a lot more of the high rises and stuff to keep the population growth really going here. But yeah, I'm actually very happy with this. So once we get some of the stuff going over here, I'm going to try to keep this side as minimal as possible. I kind of like what I have going on here right now. Other than the ideas, I've had like several ideas for this spot over here, but we'll come to that at another point. But I think what we're going to do is, at some point, is finish up with this area, grow it this way, and then right now, in fact, just so I can lock myself into it, we're going to go to areas, and we're going to go ahead and purchase this land right here, because I want to lock into using this land also for the growth of the city. This is going to continue staying with kind of the look of Orchard District and stuff right here, which is the Brooklyn and Queens and everything like that. Oh, good. This finally cleaned itself out. So I want to actually get rid of this, and I'm going to add in, because our city is doing so incredibly well with money, I don't have to worry too much now. So I want to add in this instead of the dump, the regular dump, because one, less pollution, and two, it works just the same. And I can come in here and pop on this, grab it, and go to the large garbage trucks that I like to see roaming around the city. So yeah, anyway, a lot going to be happening with this city. It's been growing exponentially. I really love what's going on with it, in fact, and I can hit play right now. I don't think I have to worry about anything as far as roads. I can allow the growth to happen there. Okay, so yeah, I'm extremely happy with the population on this. So, all right, Eagle Point. So Eagle Point, like I said, I want to keep it rural, very minimal. It has been getting warm around here, and for some reason, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. My bedroom is probably like 70 degrees, but I don't want to open the window up because someone's mowing outside of my window. All right. So I want to keep this very minimal, but let's go to our roads. We're going to choose one main road. It's going to pop in right here. Let's go with freeform. I love the freeform tool, because this is what I want to basically, like, it's going to hold the main stuff, the main parts of our city. It doesn't have to be perfect. Why should it have to be? Now, on this side, though, I want to do it just a regular 2-lane road. However, this side I want to be a little more perfect. Oh, crap, I just realized I had the zoning turned off also, so I need to go turn that back on. But what I want to do... Oops. That one. There we go. Straight line. Connect that in there and there. Let's go ahead and upgrade the other road back to what it should be. Let's make sure that's all good. Because, like I said, this is kind of the main drag through this little town here. This is going to have some stuff too, and I just realized that created stoplights. So let's fix that. In fact, in my test build, I don't normally do this, but these stop signs actually help keep traffic running pretty smoothly through there. And one right here. So now for the rest of this, I want to use dirt roads. In fact, if you go to areas like Shady Cove and the other towns I was trying to think of around the area here, they tend to have a mixture of paved roads, dirt roads, things like that going in different areas. And that's just how people live around here. In fact, I can think of a dirt road just right around the corner from me that has plenty of housing on it and stuff like that, and wouldn't really be considered not a main road around here or anything like that. That's not what I meant, but like, it would be considered a normal road around here. They oil them down so that they don't have, dust flying everywhere and stuff like that. So, hey, Blue, welcome. You don't have to wait for a cemetery and landfill to empty. You can just collapse. Oh, yeah. That is something for sure, but I wanted to reuse the area there, like, quickly. And I just, at the same time, I always run around doing stuff like this, keeping an eye on stuff throughout the city where it has issues, and trying to take care of it. So it was one of those things where I was like, oh, doing the issues, then I cleaned it out, and I was like, later on, that was a good idea to just change it out to something different. In fact, over here, when, like, this one emptied out, I did change this over to that same setup, too. I just feel it helps out a lot more. You don't have to deal with them piling up trash all the time like that, like the regular dumps do. And they don't create pollution. That's another good thing. Oops, wrong one. So, all right. Now, like that, I think. One more through there. I don't want, like, huge houses, obviously. This is, like I said, it's rural area, so I don't really need a lot of housing showing up. In fact, it's gonna be something where, as I'm, like, choosing where the housing goes, it's gonna have spaces in between it and stuff like that, too, so. Looks good. All right, perfect. I think that's perfect. Gotta go, Tim. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody go check out Tim's latest video. It was pretty good. Hey, Demetrius, welcome. It's pretty good. Got some really good colors on the dragon there. Nice stuff. Alright, so now before I get all crazy with the water lines that we all love, we're going to do one thing really quick here. And I want to go ahead and throw some pathways through a couple of areas here. This side might get messed up, depending on what I end up doing there. I kind of had, like, I had an idea in mind of how I wanted to set things up, and then I kind of started to think, oh, it might look a little better right there, but we'll see. Like, I was thinking of one of the schools, the high school, in fact. You can't have a rural town without a high school with a football field, because that would just be sacrilege in the United States, alright? Alright, now the reason I made this with a slope over here is because I wanted to go ahead and run a pathway up here. That way, if people wanted to go ahead and walk to work over here, they could. You should be happy. Alright, there we go. Let's get a couple more in, just a couple more. I figured I'd do this before I went ahead and like started putting the housing and stuff in, so I wasn't like dealing with taking out houses or anything still stupid like that. So let's see. Let's do this. It wants to like keep grabbing the road, so I'm gonna have to turn the snaps off for just a moment here. That way, and seriously, that path gets used so much. So, but yeah, that way people can get up and down to the speedway just by walking. You know how us rednecks are. We gotta have our NASCAR. I'm just kidding. All right. So, oh, we went one more path. One more. I forgot. I want one more in here. Over here? No, right here. Should be fine. Just kind of take from that walkway down, you know, type of thing. So there we go. We're going to come back. We'll add in trees, bushes, all that silly stuff in a minute. And all those cool rocks when we need to. But first, what we need to do now is do the best thing ever. I know y'all love it. Water lines. All right. Let's make sure our snap options are off really quick. And we're going to fix this. Will you grab, please? Thank you. You know what? Let's do it this way. Heck, I remember growing up in California, and there were areas that were dirt roads for a long time. So, it's not just here in Oregon. I'm sure it's all across the United States. There's plenty of cities and towns with dirt roads that are main, heavy used roads. That's not what I wanted to do. What is the orange building by the speedway? Okay, hold on. I noticed something else there. You've been Demi bombed. Going to sleep, work tomorrow. Mamas, namas, I never left home. Hell drunk to me. Trimdiest drinks. Oh, that's good. I hope he remembers that. Alright, so the orange building there. This is actually a from the Africa in Miniature, I believe. That is this one right here, the Conference Center from Africa in Miniature. Yeah, I thought it was great. It's trade shows, expos, conferences, and events, right? Totally fits in with a racetrack area. So I was like, yeah, we got to put that up there. And so, I mean, there's other stuff down there, you know, businesses and such like that. That was all meant to go around and just make it look like a used area or an area that's, you know, used for the track and all that. But this was like, I really had to put it in there. It looks great. You know, you could pretend it's garages. You could use it as a conference center in your mind. I mean, whatever you want to do. I just think it looks great here at the track. And then I kind of like had to throw that out there in the center of the track. So like, it looked like people had a place they were staged up and watching the race from out there, and camera center or something like that even. So I tried to think about it. I got the idea from somebody on Facebook, to be honest. I can't remember the name of the fellow that had the idea for the Speedway, but his was totally awesome. I took some ideas from him, but I had not seen anybody using this conference center at all anywhere, and I thought it would look great here, and it did, so. All right, back to getting this going. We got some road maintenance vehicles cruising around in there now. I think we got all of the water lines we need. Oh, nope, no, we did not. The power should be taken care of by Westwood Speedway there, and then I was hoping a little bit of power would have been taken care of by the Forestry place, but it actually does not get any any provisions from them. So what I need to do, though, is quickly add in, because it will make a huge difference here. Four megawatts, and this one 4 megawatts. So a couple more of those. That's going to help out with the little town getting built up over here, because the power should jump across if I'm lucky. In my test build, it did. I didn't have to do anything out here, because if you look around, there is no more. Well, I guess there's some wind right there. That's not too bad. I didn't even notice that, but like, yeah, it's hard to find wind in this area. So, all right. Now that we've got the base of Eagle Point built here, what I want to do is give them a couple of things that they need. And part of that, we'll come back to that in a minute. Part of that is going ahead and giving them some health care. So we're going to put that here on the side with mostly homes. There will be some businesses run through there. We're going to give them that. We'll give them the cemetery right there. Just the cemetery. We don't need to put in like the crematorium or anything like that. So I'm not going to worry about the child care or the elder care out here. It's a rural area. They'll have to go into the town, into the city for that. It sucks, but that's just kind of how things work in areas like that. So, I mean, maybe child care would show up after so long, but it's, you know, something you wouldn't necessarily notice right away. So I liked this community school from Africa and Miniature also. It's an elementary school, and it kind of, when you put it in, let me come over here and get it built up. Get it into the area I want it. We'll go ahead and put it here. Just kind of center it on that road. Now, it is slightly odd looking building here. You know, it's like 6 little buildings and stuff. But remember, this is a rural area. So, and all the other schools just didn't quite fit in. But this one kind of did. As an elementary school for the area, we'll use the bigger high school. You know, we'll use the high school, regular one, because it does fit in a little better. But what I did to make it work out nicer was I went ahead and I planted some trees around this. That's why I chose this little spot. Oops, wrong spot. There we go. Went with the trees. Oh, saving. Wouldn't let me put the tree down. Then I went ahead and, just to make it a little more like a school, I went, there we go. Went with the parks, and I grabbed the little tiny playground, and I put that one tree too close. Put it in here. Oh, and it worked out perfect. I used the right one too. So put that in. And then, you know, there you go. You got a little school. It's got a playground. It's got a couple of buildings. It would work out perfectly in a small rural area. So I liked that one a lot. How many pupils? Actually, that says that it takes care of like 300. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the high school. Yeah, 300 student capacity on those little sheds. So, not too bad. 30 per shed if you stack them a bit. Oh, man. Yes, the toilet school. Oh, I'm missing something there. But yes, for some reason they can amazingly fit 300 students in that school. But we'll give them a little playground, and now we've got ourselves a rural school. But for the high school, I wanted to get kind of a little bit better. You know, we got to love our high schools, our high school football teams in areas like this. So I went ahead and I chose the normal. Wait, where'd it go? Which one? I chose something around here. Where'd it go? Not that. No, definitely not that one. So I guess it was just the regular old high school. Actually, I'm going to fit in first. I'm going to put the football field in first. This one. Right there. And now we'll go to the high school. we'll fix the hillside and everything in a moment here. Then I want to go ahead and throw in a small parking lot next to the high school. I want this to look good, you know. As much as I am going rural here, we definitely got to make it look good. So I will add some trees back in. Don't worry. That should be fine. That's part of the game. That one. Okay. Now we're going to go in here, take care of a little bit of this. There we go. Clean that up. Make that nice. Across there. That should be good. What in the world is going on right there? Holy crap. Alright, it still didn't fix the issue. What the hell? I did not have that problem before. What in the world? Alright, so what I did do previously, which I think kind of looks good in here, like, it always bugs me a little bit with the plants around the field, but oh man, there's a little bit of a kind of sinks a little right there off of the ground. I think that's what's going on. Then is there something with the ground here? It's like the height. Let's fix this. Let's just do this because I see what I did. I messed up everything here. Stop that. I see what's going on. What I need to do, and I'll fix the hillside later, is to just level this all out with what's going on here. And then we should be able to fit that in there properly. That's why it didn't look funny. That's before, so makes sense now. I think I just made it too wide. A lot wider than I had it before. Alright, let's try this. This should work out. Yeah, I'll just set you down since I'm sitting on you. And much better. Much better. Okay. Now the school. And let's bring this parking lot back over. There we go. Much better. Now let's add in our concrete. Just want it to there. It's perfect. Over here, I'm just going to run like a little trail. What the world is going on there? Oh my god, if there was GIFs in YouTube chat, I would be so happy about that. You have no idea. It just doesn't look right because everything else has been dirt around here. Yeah, it doesn't look right. I don't like it. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to leave that alone. I don't even know what you guys are. There would be GIFs everywhere. That'd be like the whole conversation would just be GIFs the whole time. Even the ones that have like the words, Especially those, I bet. Oh, man. Now, some oak trees. All right. Now we've got a nice little high school over here. Just a happy little high school. All right. Let's go ahead, add in just a couple more things to make it look good. And it's going to be these. Couple of those, and, well, a little bit of these. Where'd they go? Oh, I was in the right spot, darn it. The tree benches. Yay, tree benches! Alright, perfect! Oh, let's go ahead and throw that over here, and then where is, there they are, the circular bench. I want to do just a couple over here. There we go. All right, now our high school's finished. We got our elementary school. And we can let everything else kind of build up and go in there. Oh, wait. I did forget something. I did. And I'm sticking with the rule theme, so we're going to go with the historical police station and the historical fire station. Boom. All right. Now that's in. Nothing else I can think of at the moment. Of course, parks. I guess we could just do some of these little tiny parks really quick. Oh, I just hurt one of my trails, darn it. And that should be good. That should be fine. All right. So now let's go ahead. I want to place... Now that this side's all done, I want to focus on this side really quick. And what I want to place over here is one of these hotels, the roadside hotel. Right there. And then I honestly think that it would just look wonderful to have the roadside hotel. Where is it now? Back in the parks. And right by that, we need the roadside diner. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. And now that we have that, let's go ahead and start laying down everything else. Businesses. This side, I'll do a couple of businesses. What I'm going to do is like this. In small towns, it's kind of funny how it happens, but a lot of times you will see like main houses on the main road and stuff, because the main road used to just be houses, and there was like a general store or whatever. So I'm going to do that on a couple of spots. There will be some homes. And then, yes, like I said, I'm going to kind of be not necessarily picky, but I'm not going to go super tight on everything. And I'm just going random with it, like honestly, just kind of tapping the button as I roll the thing around. Couple more houses on the main road, and then in time we'll actually try to treat it like a town that would grow, and you know, maybe take some of those away and make it a business or something like that. You never know. Alright, so we'll do a couple more here. You definitely have a couple by the school. Alright, so we'll leave that alone. It should start growing on its own. It should have power on its own. Yeah, see, the high school's good. So the power should start shifting across with no issues. It needs a couple more plots for business around here. Go ahead and do that. And we'll let it grow. So while we're doing this, what I want to do is the water lines, everything like that are all fine and dandy, but since I bought this square and I want to take this and continue on with everything here, I want to finally kind of fix this little spot right here. And what I want to do with it is take this, and we're going to go ahead and hit pause. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, was take that out, but I can do this. Oh, I forgot. I don't have any of the snap options on at the moment. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright. I'm only going to come out so far. I can change this, I know, if I need to, because what I need to do is I'm going to actually connect this road and that road together. And then the highway here, that one, straight line. And then we'll stop this here, because what I want to do is go with the freeform tool. And although I'm not going to like force the highway build the whole way, well, maybe, let's see. So what I was thinking of doing was bringing it this direction. It's cutting through the woods there. Anyway, I want to kind of bring it through this way, and then somehow, like, we'll just stop that there right for the moment, and then somehow do like a trumpet back into this highway. I think it would look really good. So I'll leave that alone for now, just kind of as a blank, like something as a stand-in, I guess. And then I want to take and go ahead and just do this. And I mean, that again will be changed. We'll do like a normal like on-off ramp here in the future or something like that. It's just the traffic through here isn't going to be super atrocious. A lot of them are going to choose this road instead, so I feel that like this is fine for the time being, just for now, until things need to get shifted around. Double check for these lights. Then what I want to do is take this one. Let's try to avoid destroying rocks. And anything else. There's my little Nani getting all hyphy again. Oh, I do not like the climb on that. We'll fix that in a second. So what I want to do, in order to make this work, you have to like there we go. That's not too shabby. That actually worked out easier than I thought it was going to be. So a lot of times when you want to come off of these, it makes it really hard because it just doesn't like to. You got to kind of fool it, as you saw there. And then this climb here isn't, I'm not actually upset with this. This is working out pretty fine. There is this kind of little bump here, like where it goes low, but maybe we can do this. Yeah, it still kind of has a little bit of a bump there. That's alright. I don't mind it. I really don't. Like, that is honestly not bad at all, so. Cool. And the reason I wanted to build that was so that I could have an excuse to pretend that they built the water pipes underneath the bridge. Dude, Blue's distracted by the dog. Hey, Oat, welcome. Usually they're so quiet, but they were wanting to bark at the other dog in the house. They don't necessarily get along with the other dog in the house, so. Get that connected up like that. Perfect. You guys are still hurting for power over here? What in the fudge? Alright, how about these? Then I give you a park. Will that work? Okay. Let's see. Yes, it worked. Give you power. There you go. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, let's go ahead and hit play. Well, the vehicles here have to go ahead and figure out their, what they got to do now. This is going to get busy for a little bit. It did in my test build, but that's fine. This turns into a stoplight. Let's turn that off. This will get a little bit busy, but not bad. Just double check that stuff. I really want to leave this area. Like, I don't really want to do anything. I don't want to build anything in there. I just love the way it looks with the trees and the rocks. I want to keep it like that. I want to keep a majority of this area here like this, to be honest. This side of the river, I just kind of love the way it looks. The way it's kind of gone in fits well with the speedway. Now we've brought in Eagle Point and Meadow Timber. This, again, I don't know what I'm going to do over here yet. Well, it'll get figured out eventually, but I can't do anything else to this side of the river and not feel bad about it, to be honest. So, well, except some if they're hungry. Bonus. Oh, man. So, yeah, I love the way it looks, keeping it in that rural feel and stuff. I might add, like I said, a little bit more this way left underneath Westwood Speedway from Eagle Point, but very minor. Maybe like one or two little roads coming out of there or something. I just feel that this is almost perfect for this side of the river, what's going on over here. I might put maybe something here along the river to make it look like fishing or something like that, you know. We got a couple of things like these fishing piers and stuff that are kind of cool, but they do need a road down there and everything like that. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little modern. It'd look a little better if it was on the other side, to be honest. It'd actually fit better over here. They're all sad people there. They would want this. I don't think it would work, though, because I need a road. But the other things I was thinking about were up here. Like I said, I want to make it look like a fishing area. See, like this pier, which looks like shit. And then you got this one. And none of them want to go into the water for some darn reason. That one's a little bit into the water. I mean, that might work. But, yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure what about that side I want to do yet, so. This has been the slowest part of my build entirely. Like, everything else has been so easy to throw together. Oh, I got a whole bunch of problems going on right now. Everything else has been so easy to throw together. And then, but after that, it just kind of turned into issue after issue after issue. I do want to put in, before I end up with some issues here, I do want to put in a water treatment plant here. And, no, a recycling center here. That way there's some services that are helping out with the Eagle Point area there. Let's go ahead and add in this water line it's desperate for. There we go. Alright, so that should help out with that. It was, like I said, with like some of the services they'll need in the area, because I don't really want to put a dump or anything over here. I want to try to keep as much of industrial stuff off of this side as possible. Like I said, I put this in here. That was one thing. It kind of flows and goes with the area here, but I don't want to do a lot of other stuff. Like, they already put up buildings over here, and I'm not really happy about the buildings necessarily, so. The rest of this is pretty good, though. Then this side, though, like I said, this side of the map, I'm going to take Butler Hills here. We'll stretch that out a little bit along the freeway here. And then we'll take Orchard District, and we'll stretch this out along the freeway this side. And I think it should look good after that, so. I have Butt Alert all over Europe. Oh, my God. So, well, to be honest, I think we've kind of made it to the end of our build for the day, because the other stuff I had in mind is just not ready yet. And I feel that what I went through and did today, even though it went a little quicker than I thought it was going to, actually came out looking pretty good, and I feel that this is a good point to stop. So we'll take a quick little view here. We'll look around at our build. We had to fix the power problem down there, which led into building the meadow timber area here, which looks pretty good, I think, even with like kind of having to carve out the hills and a little bit of spots here and there. And then that led into needing to build Eagle Point here, which is growing pretty darn good. It looks really good. Got the high school and everything. Got the little rural school and firehouse and everything like that. And I mean, I didn't want it super rural. I just wanted it to not be like packed with houses, packed with everything, you know. So that's why I kind of did it the way I did. And yeah, looks pretty good. Got to put in the little bridge here that I wanted and everything too. So I'm very happy with this. As you can see, the traffic absolutely wanted this bridge here. It's going to help clear up a lot of stuff was going through here at the beginning and stuff like that too. So that's why I did it. It is part of why I did it. But y'all, thank you so much for stopping in today and watching the live. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. And yeah, next week we'll be back here in Westwood. Not 100% sure where we will be going with that yet, but I definitely have some plans in mind that we can go with. So until then, guys, thank you so much for staying in here and watching. And yeah, you guys in the chat are as awesome as always. I totally enjoy watching what's going on in there. Whoa, what is going on with the river? What the hell? You guys are seeing this too. I'm not just crazy. Look at the boats got stuck in everything. What in the world? Alright, so I have no idea why that happened, because I don't got a dam or nothing up here. That's crazy. Just all of a sudden a dead spot in the river. And it's totally screwing with my boats. That's so funny. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in and watching. And until next week, stay safe out there. This world is getting crazy, and I want to see y'all come back next week. So until then, guys, thank you. And it's time to find the button as we figure out what is going on with this. And yeah, see ya.